Welcome to our channel where we provide you with all the information you need to succeed in real estate. In this video, we'll be discussing the complete process of real estate wholesaling. Real estate can be a profitable hustle for several reasons. Appreciation. Real estate properties tend to appreciate over time, which means their value increases. This appreciation can result in significant returns on investment if you buy a property at a lower price and sell it at a higher price. Passive income. Real estate can also generate passive income through rental property. Rental income provides a consistent cash flow, which can help cover mortgage payments and other expenses while also providing profits. Tax benefits. Real estate investments offer several tax benefits, such as deductions for mortgage interest, property taxes, and depreciation. These deductions can significantly reduce the tax liability and increase your profits. Diversification. Investing in real estate can diversify your investment portfolio and reduce risks associated with other assets like stocks and bonds. Control. Real estate investments provide investors with more control over their investment. You can choose the location, type of property, and how you want to manage the investment. Inflation hedge. Real estate can also act as an inflation hedge. As the cost of living increases, so do rental rates and property values, which can help maintain the purchasing power of your investment. However, it is important to note that real estate investing also comes with risks and challenges. Real estate investments require significant capital, require maintenance and upkeep, and can be subject to market fluctuations. Additionally, investing in real estate requires research and knowledge of the market, local laws, and regulations. In summary, real estate can be a profitable hustle due to appreciation, passive income, tax benefits, diversification, control, and acting as an inflation hedge. However, it requires careful consideration and research before investing to ensure that the investment aligns with your financial goals and risk tolerance. Real estate wholesaling is a process in which an individual or company, known as a real estate wholesaler, contracts with a seller to purchase a property at a discounted price, and then assigns that contract to a buyer at a higher price, earning a profit in the process. The wholesaler acts as a middleman between the seller and buyer and does not take ownership of the property. Here are the general steps involved in the real estate wholesaling process. 1. Identify potential sellers. Wholesalers typically look for motivated sellers who are willing to sell their property quickly, such as those who are facing foreclosure, going through a divorce, or have inherited a property they don't want. 2. Negotiate a contract. Once a potential seller is identified, the wholesaler negotiates a contract to purchase the property at a discounted price. This contract is contingent upon finding a buyer for the property. 3. Find a buyer. The wholesaler markets the property to potential buyers, typically other real estate investors interested in purchasing the property at a higher price. 4. Assign the contract. Once a buyer is found, the wholesaler assigns the contract to the buyer, transferring the right to purchase the property to them in exchange for a fee. 5. Close the deal. The buyer purchases the property from the original seller and pays the agreed-upon price, with the wholesaler receiving their fee at closing. Real estate wholesaling can be a lucrative business. Still, it requires a thorough understanding of the local real estate market, strong negotiation skills, and the ability to identify potential buyers and sellers quickly. It is important to note that real estate wholesaling may not be legal in all states and may be subject to various regulations and laws. It is recommended that you consult with a licensed real estate attorney to ensure that you comply with all relevant laws and regulations. Before we wrap up, it's important to note that the information presented in this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. The strategies and recommendations presented may not be suitable for everyone and carry a risk of financial loss. Always consult with a licensed professional before making any investment or financial decision. That's it for today's video on the complete process of real estate wholesaling. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more real estate tips and information.